And I have one last question for you before I leave, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for your clarity, man. It's
Sure.
like I was looking at your Instagram the other day, man. I was agreeing with what you said, but when it came to Islam, it kind of came like you had a very very hot take about what Islam stands for and what it actually entails, and it kind of sounded like it came from an uneducated standpoint about what Islam actually is to the core. Not Muslims, not the people that act like they practice it, but the religion in and of itself. When you were saying it, like it was one video on Instagram that I saw that you were reacting. Kind of didn't seem like you were trying to create a hot take. What do you think about that?
Yeah, sure, I can explain that. So that comes because there was a video that was going viral of them playing the Adhan in Dearborn, Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Which, for those that are unaware, Dearborn, Michigan is the highest population of Muslims in the United States. Something like 60% of the population is from North Africa or the Middle East, right? And obviously there's a big Muslim population within those Middle Easterners. So my thing is, I was like, okay, look, obviously the United States of America, right? We have the freedom of religion, etc. My thing, and I grew up Muslim, by the way, I am a Muslim. My thing is, I look at it like we're in the United States as guests. We are the minority, right? We're about 1 to 2% of the population.
Yeah.
This is not a Muslim country. And I think doing the Adhan 5 times a day, praying out in the streets and blocking traffic, right? Creating all these inconveniences for, our fellow brothers and sisters that might not be Muslim. I think that's a problem. I don't have an issue with someone that wants to be devout, but I think outwardly, practicing where you're inconveniencing others, I think that's a problem, and we shouldn't be doing that. Because let's be honest, if me and you went to a Muslim country and we try to say, let's spread Christianity, let's go ahead and build churches, they'd kick us out. They'd be like, no.
That's not true, though.
Yeah.
Because
they're way less tolerant.
95% of Muslim countries accept Christianity, like
Of course.
Lebanon, Yemen,
Sure.
Afghanistan. There's plenty of them that.
I'm not saying that they can't exist there. What I'm saying is that you would not be able to push the religion. You wouldn't be able to do what a lot of Muslims are doing here, saying
Muslims don't go door to door. Christians, people that are doing
it's not the go to door to door. It's the outward prayer and worship that distracts other people and inconveniences them. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't practice your religion. I'm saying when you're doing it at the expense of others, that's where the problems arise. Because if we were
worshiping Islam in public is outwardly
blocking streets to pray is crazy, bro. Blocking streets to pray. They shut down Times Square to do a prayer one time. Like, this is just not acceptable. Because if we tried to do that,
if Christians do that,
if you went to the UAE or Saudi Arabia and you tried to do that as a Christian, saying, yo, we're going to go ahead and just block everybody off and we're going to do a prayer, we're going to run church outside, they would not stand for that. These Muslim countries are not tolerant, which is fine. No.
So I don't know how many times you can say that people would block the bridges and that's propaganda. That sounds like APAC propaganda, though, bro. Come on, man.
That's APAC propaganda?
It is, bro. You're saying that there are people that are blocking bridges just praying?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's happening. You see it happen in the UK. You see it in the United States. They're blocking off roads. They're doing the Adhan all over the place.
In Montreal, Canada.
You know what? You are Muslim. You know why? Because Muslim means submission to God. Other than that, bro, it's propaganda, bro. You're getting paid by APAC. Gotta chill.
What the fuck are you bro?
Listen, God is not in the practice of Islamic or Muslim belief. God is not in Christianity. All these identity, God is not in any of it. It's all created by man, which came from thoughts and thinking, and it's from the devil. It makes you identify with all of this craziness that separates you from God, which is very interesting, right? The blocking of street and praying in the street is just for show. It's just for show. God says when you pray, be still, go in your closet and get to know God, right? That's how you pray. All this praying in public, showing and all, it's all for show. It's for acceptance of man. It's a performance. You're trying to please people, and you go and you pray and you talk. You're praying to the devil. You're praying to evil, and you don't even know it. Which is kind of crazy to me. But let me know what you guys think, man.